The ocean covers over 70% of this planet, yet we've barely scratched the surface of what's down there. What you're about to hear isn't fiction. It's real, verified, and honestly, a little unsettling. Let's start with something that sounds impossible, but isn't. There are over 3 million shipwrecks scattered across the ocean floor today. Entire ships that vanished without warning. These range from ancient trading vessels to World War II wrecks, many of which lost to storms or attacks with no hope of recovery. Famous tragedies like the Titanic are just a handful, and countless others are forgotten. For scale, the Titanic's wreck rests at 12,600 feet below sea level. As of now, less than 1% of these sunken ships have ever been explored. Down there's no sunlight, and most of these ships sit as silent reefs or rusting hulks in total darkness, untapped and unknown. And that silence, it's not always empty. Back in 1997, scientists detected a sound in the deep ocean that didn't make sense. They called it the Bloop. It was picked up by sensors over 3,200 kilometers apart. Whatever made it was louder than anything ever recorded underwater. At first, people thought it could be some unknown creature, something massive, something bigger than a blue whale. Eventually, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Pacific Lab triangulated the source in 2005 and turned out to be an ice quake. The sound of an Antarctic glacier cracking and calving off deep into the sea. Still, the episode shows how the ocean can send back unexplained signals. The ocean is so vast that even today we can't say with absolute certainty what produced it. And that uncertainty, that's the terrifying part, because the deeper you go, the less we understand. The Mariana Trench is the ocean's ultimate abyss. This crescent-shaped canyon in the western Pacific drops down nearly 11 kilometers, about 36,000 feet into the Earth. If you dropped Mount Everest into it, the peak wouldn't even reach the surface. That's how deep it is. The pressure at the bottom is 15,750 pounds per square inch. That's more than 1,000 times the pressure at sea level. It's so intense it would crush a submarine like tin cans. Only a tiny handful of people have ever gone that deep. The first two were Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh in 1960, and decades later James Cameron, who went solo in 2012.
And I can actually slurp up little critters, or I can suck onto an animal and pick him up and drop him into a bio box.
In total, maybe 5 humans have touched down. For most of us, the Mariana Trench is still a black, frozen world beneath kilometers of water, which leads to something even more unsettling.
This is Fangtooth.
Above the abyss and away from trenches, the deep ocean is like a sci-fi world of animals. In complete darkness, many creatures have evolved their own lights. Scientists have found bioluminescent species, meaning down there, things are constantly flashing, signaling, hunting, in ways we barely understand. Tiny shrimp and bacteria glow in blue-green flashes. Anglerfish dangle glowing lures to attract prey, and some squid and jellyfish light up like ghostly lanterns. Most of these animals are small and fragile see-through fish, blob-like jellies, and shrimp that flash like fairies. But some are unusually large. The giant squid, for example, can reach tens of feet. Survival in the cold, crushing deep, means weird adaptations everywhere. Imagine fish with heads like spiders, teeth out front to impale prey, or gelatinous blobs that look more alien than animal. The ocean's darkest depths are full of monsters stranger than any movie, quietly hunting or hiding in the cold black, and some of those creatures are disturbing. At the bottom of the ocean, there is a bizarre life form that doesn't even have a mouth. It's commonly known as zombie worms. These worms have no jaws. Instead, researchers found they secrete a corrosive acid through their skin to eat bone. Like living drills, their front ends glow red and melt holes through whale skeletons, leaving the bones pitted like Swiss cheese. Symbiotic bacteria inside these worms then digest the nutrients. First discovered on a whale fall off California in 2002, multiple species of zombie worms now turn dead whales into an ocean of zombie feast. It's the stuff of nightmares, and here's where things get even more uncomfortable. There are places in the ocean where the water is literally boiling right next to freezing temperatures. These are called hydrothermal vents. They release superheated water that can reach around 400 degrees, yet somehow life thrives there. In 1977, scientists were astonished to find entire communities built on chemical energy. Giant tube worms, about 2 meters long, puncture the vent floor with their bright red plumes soaking up hydrogen sulfide. Inside them lives chemosynthetic bacteria, which convert chemicals into food, effectively farming energy from rock. Nearby lives eyeless shrimp, clams, crabs, and even yeti-like crabs, all in permanent dark presses. It's like a hidden version of life running in parallel to ours. Not all ocean terrors live in the deep. Some are small and unseen, but deadly. Take the box jellyfish as an example. This Australian box jelly is referred to as the most venomous marine animal. Its tentacles are lined with tiny harpoons loaded with toxin. A single sting can send a person into agonizing shock, heart failure, and death in minutes.
The death of a 17-year-old boy from a box jellyfish sting near Bamaga on Cape York has left a community in mourning.
Box jellies float in warm coastal waters unseen until it's too late, and their venom is so fast-acting that even strong divers can drown from paralysis.
Its toxin is so potent, it goes into our skin with a sting, it goes to the heart, and it locks the heart in a contracted state. Most fatalities occur on an average of 4 minutes after the sting.
Other ocean dwellers carry quiet killers. Stonefish hide in reefs with poison spines, cone snails shoot venomous darts from their snouts, and even sea snakes and cone shells pack potent neurotoxins.